Now, one of the stories that we cover a lot here on the programme is the competition between the US and China. Well, that competition is now taking place on a new battleground, outer space.
China is already a force in space, but that requires continued space science.
But here's the question. Is India leading the way now over NASA and the United States in the space race?
India and its space sector. A new report is out. It says India's space industry could hit $100 billion by 2040.
The space sector is a diverse and growing industry that encompasses various manufacturing and service roles within the space economy, including the emerging field of space tourism. In this video series, you will get a lot of information about the space sector. The industry is made up of various organizations, including government agencies, private companies, and research institutions that work together to achieve common goals, such as advancing scientific knowledge and developing new technologies. The three major sectors of the space industry are satellite manufacturing, support ground equipment manufacturing, and the launch industry. The space sector's origins can be traced back to the mid-20th century. The launch of the first artificial satellite, Sputnik 1, by the Soviet Union in 1957 marked the beginning of the space age. This event ignited the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union. During the space race, both superpowers competed to achieve significant milestones. The United States landed the first humans on the moon in 1969 with Apollo 11. This era saw rapid advancements in rocket technology and space exploration. The 1960s saw an increasing number of satellites being launched for various purposes, including communication, Earth observation, and scientific research. This trend continues today, with thousands of operational satellites in orbit. The United States introduced the Space Shuttle program, enabling reusable spacecraft for human spaceflight missions. These shuttles played a crucial role in deploying and servicing satellites, conducting scientific research, and building the International Space Station, ISS. The ISS, a collaborative project involving multiple countries, became a symbol of international cooperation in space. It has been continuously inhabited since the early 2000s and serves as a laboratory for scientific research in microgravity. The 21st century brought significant growth in the commercial space sector. Private companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic entered the scene, reducing launch costs and increasing accessibility to space. SpaceX's reusable Falcon 9 rockets, for example, have revolutionized the industry. The focus of space exploration has shifted toward the Moon and Mars. Various countries and organizations are planning missions to return humans to the Moon and eventually establish a presence on Mars, with NASA's Artemis program and SpaceX's Starship being prominent examples. The space sector is expanding to include space tourism, with private individuals booking suborbital flights. This represents a new frontier for the industry, making space accessible to a broader audience. Additionally, ambitions for asteroid mining and the colonization of other planets continue to grow. The current state of the space sector is very positive. The global space economy is estimated to be worth over $400 billion, and in future this is going to $1 trillion. It is growing at a rate of over 5% per year. This growth is being driven by a number of factors, increasing demand for satellite services, such as broadband internet and Earth observation, the rise of new commercial space companies, such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and the Skyroot, which belongs to India, that company. Growing government interests such as NASA, ISRO, other space government agency also interested in space exploration and development. Global space economy grew 8% in 2023, reaching a record $546 billion in annual spending, according to the Space Foundation's July 2023 report. The Space Foundation forecasts continued growth in the space economy, with the industry expected to reach nearly $800 billion within 5 years. Private companies are playing an increasingly important role in driving innovation and expansion in the space sector. Some of the key players in the space industry include SpaceX, Blue Origin, Virgin Galactic, Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and Airbus. The satellite manufacturing sector is composed of satellite and their subsystems manufacturers, while the ground equipment sector is composed of manufacturing items like mobile terminals, gateways, control stations, SATs, direct broadcast satellite dishes, and other specialized equipment. Companies operating in the space sector are not only advancing scientific knowledge and technological capabilities, but they are also driving economic growth. The commercialization of space has opened up new avenues for business and entrepreneurship. Space tourism, for example, is an emerging market that offers individuals the chance to experience space firsthand. This sector has the potential to generate substantial revenue and create a whole new industry. Economic growth in this race, many countries have been engaged, such as United States of America, India, China, Russia, and European Union as well. According to leading financial institutions and analysts, the space industry is projected to hit the $1 trillion mark by 2040, and here's why. Decreasing launch costs. Thanks to new launch vehicles and technologies, it's becoming cheaper and easier to access space, opening up endless possibilities for commercial and government activities. But what's driving most of this growth? Satellite broadband internet. Morgan Stanley predicts it will represent 50% of the global space economy's growth by 2040, providing high-speed internet to remote areas and gaining popularity for mobile and in-flight connectivity. From reusable launch vehicles to satellite internet constellations, these companies are set to propel the space sector into a $1 trillion industry. And the best part? This is just the beginning. The space economy took off in 2021, bringing in an astounding $469 billion and supporting over 3 million jobs globally. These aren't your typical jobs. They offer high-paying positions requiring specialized skills in a variety of fields, including operations, manufacturing, science, and engineering. Sunlift faced the space industry in the U.S. as the main attraction, contributing $98 billion to the U.S. economy annually and supporting 340,000 jobs. However, the impact spreads to other industries, subtly affecting marketing and supply chains. 230,000 jobs are supported by the space industry in Europe, which brings in an astounding 110 billion euros. With 200,000 jobs and 1 trillion Indian rupees in economic activity, India isn't far behind. China takes center stage with 500,000 workers and 500 billion yen in revenue annually. Beyond the numbers, innovation is rife in the space sector. Earth observation, navigation, and communication are all being revolutionized by satellite technology. The future, too? More jobs and economic opportunities are promised by satellite broadband, Earth observation data, and space tourism. The space sector is entering a golden age of exploration and innovation. Opportunities abound with the rise of private space companies. This opens doors for more frequent and ambitious space missions, from satellite deployments to planetary exploration. Commercialization of space is skyrocketing, quite literally. As we look to the future, space tourism is on the horizon, offering civilians the chance to experience the wonders of weightlessness. This not only fuels scientific interest, but also creates a burgeoning space economy. The prospect of mining asteroids for precious resources is becoming a reality. The space sector holds the key to unlocking vast reserves of minerals and metals, potentially revolutionizing industries on Earth and beyond. However, the cosmos isn't without its challenges. Space debris poses a growing threat to satellites and space missions. As we launch more objects into orbit, effective debris management becomes crucial to maintain a sustainable space environment. Global collaboration is essential for the future of space exploration. Coordinating efforts among nations will be paramount in addressing shared challenges and maximizing the potential benefits of space endeavors. Developing comprehensive and adaptable space policies and regulations is a pressing challenge. As the space sector evolves, clear guidelines are needed to ensure responsible practices, prevent conflicts, and protect celestial bodies from overexploitation. As we navigate the limitless possibilities and challenges of the space sector, remember, the cosmos is our canvas for innovation and exploration. Join us in shaping the future of space, where boundaries are pushed, stars are reached, and the unknown becomes our playground. Subscribe to stay tuned for more cosmic adventures. Together, let's reach for the stars and beyond.